Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King. I just wanted to take a bit of time to talk about my garden again. It's been a bit because I was out of town for those days, so I didn't get to do anything for my garden during that period, of course. So now I'm back, and I've just been finishing up a few things that I wanted to do before that. In the front of my yard, I have this sort of pine looking tree. It's called a yew bush, very popular in England, and they're very durable. They're very kind of like low maintenance. You put them there and they just last. However, I've been having issues, weird issues, where the inside portion of the tree had been yellowing, and there are some parts that were like dying, they were red, which I'd never seen because that thing's been there. I don't know, planted since we got here, something like that. So the fact that it was showing issues was very strange to me. Uh, and then I talked to my mom about it, who's a horticulturalist, and she says it's weird too. She hasn't seen much like that either. She mentioned that at her work she's seen a yew bush with a similar issue. Meaning I thought maybe it was the soil, maybe I watered it too much or something, but it might be those things, but it may also just be like the climate at the moment. Climate's a little abnormal because I think this year there's like an El Nino, summer might be a little more temperate, winter might be a little more cold. I don't know, maybe that's affecting it. I don't know what it is, but it is just weird because a yew bush is typically, and has been for my experience, very just durable. It just doesn't have much issues. Water it, even if you ignore it, it's super strong. So I trimmed it. I give it some trimming, which it needed, because especially the last 2 years, I've been giving it a lot of water, so there's been a lot of new growth on it, and maybe that was affecting the internal portions too. Like maybe the new growth was like not allowing sunlight to pass through to the old stuff, something like that. I don't know what it was. It could be a combination of all these things, but I gave it a trim. The two in the front were kind of different shapes. One of them was like kind of like growing outward and up like that. The one on the left, which seemed to have the worst issue, and then the one on the right seemed to be growing better, but it was growing more kind of all over the place, like at a branch, like going off diagonally up, and then one straight up, and then like little things growing outward and all that. So I think it needed more straightening out, whereas the one on the left needed just more kind of like thinning in general. So I thinned it more near the top, and then so thinner near the top, and then it kind of like wide-ish near the body, sort of a thing. It was also near my windows, so I wanted to thin it just so it's like you can see out the windows better and whatnot. So that's one thing I did. Spent the last 2 days doing that. I did all that weeding that I was doing last vlog. I got all that done. That was like a whole week of just pulling weeds out and then weed whacking it, this and that. It was a mess. I haven't sprayed the yard yet because I had my trip after that and all that, so I still have to do that. Lawn was mowed and all that. It doesn't really need to be mowed right now. It's still pretty good. But there are some weeds in there, these little bamboo things next to the tree in the center of my yard, that are incredibly resilient. I got one of them out, or at least part of one of it out, but you got to dig and dig and dig down in there. So I honestly think I need a tougher shovel. I've just got this little spade there, and I was working it a bit too hard. I could break the thing if I push it to that extent. So I think I need a better shovel. uh, Maybe before I return to that. And then other than that, I think I might rearrange some pots out there. I do need to get my stairs done, and I'm concerned about watering my porch and getting water on that and so on. The guy who was doing the stairs and the porch and so on said it's not good to be watering up there. I agree with him. I think get that out. We have these little like platforms for other like plants like along the edge of the porch, and I'm fine with that because you're not actually watering the porch itself. But yeah, the water, it just rots the wood. It just degrades it, and you're watering it every day. Yeah, it's just not good. So I'm gonna move those pots somewhere else. I'll get more sun that way too. Free up the porch a little bit. I was thinking of like at one point getting that porch in a position where you could maybe have a chair or two there. I don't know, have tea or coffee or there or something like that. I don't drink coffee, but yeah, just be able to sit there, you know, enjoy it a little bit. It's not in the best condition, but yeah. The other thing is like that kind of fernish tree in the back of my yard. Before I had trimmed it, and I was like, well, I kind of made the best of what I could of it, but there's still so much dead portions on it, especially at the bottom. I'm figuring I think I might just get rid of that thing. I think I might just chop down the whole thing because it's still really a fire hazard in the state that it's in. It really can't be recovered. And it's far off anyway, so it's kind of not worth watering. So I think, and even what I did with it, it's not that attractive. It's not. So I think I'm gonna just chop the thing down. Uh, yeah, though the strawberries are coming along good. Uh, Onions planted, as I said. The more peas are planted, if I recall, and there's potatoes planted that I didn't even know. My mom planted those, and they're coming in good. So, yeah, rest in that regard is coming along fine. So, yeah, that's all I have to say for now. There are other future plans, but that's kind of the immediate term stuff. So, with that said, thank you for your time and listening to my random garden squabbles. And I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.